Well, now that we've had our fun and games, I think we ought to turn our attention to a serious subject, the subject of impulse buying. Accept my present posture as one of a gentleman at leisure in his living room at night, watching TV, with the all-purpose box, which you see over there, sitting alongside the TV set, somewhat innocuously, and connected to it. And as we go along, I'm watching a show, a commercial appears. And the commercial advertises a device, a machine, an accessory, a perfume, jewelry, which catches my fancy. Under normal circumstances, what do? You attempt to remember what you saw, you attempt to remember when you saw it, you attempt to remember a telephone number if a number is given, or any one of the clues that might be given to help you recall the commercial and the details of the commercial. Dollars for donuts next morning, you can't remember the station on which you saw this thing you really wanted to go out and buy. You can't remember what channel you saw it on. You can't remember the time it was. You can't remember its name. You're confusing the manufacturer. You've misconstrued. You don't recollect the price. And therefore, you've lost all ability to retrace your steps and order something you were very desirous of ordering on the spot, impulsively, as it were, the night before. We would like to enable the public to buy the things they want to buy on impulse in a more facile manner. To do this, we have developed a mode in our all-purpose box which does just that for you. Projecting ourselves to that situation, we've stipulated that the viewer must not have anything near him that connects into the TV set. There can be no encumbrance, there can be no wires, no cables, nothing, except for a little box which he can keep at his night table if he's watching the Johnny Carson show from his bedside, or on his coffee table if he's sitting in a lounge chair. With this box, when a commercial comes on, which is designed to work in this impulse buying environment, and it takes a special kind of commercial to do this, which involves some of the techniques which we call the video modem and audio modem techniques, which we developed here at Sandus. When this commercial comes on and he feels inclined to record the commercial so that he can eventually play it into a telephone set, order the goods semi-automatically, all he does is pick up his little box, push the button, a tape recorder starts, the message, the audio message as it comes out of the speaker of the TV set is recorded, certain key elements of the TV advertisement of the commercial will be recorded. The channel on which he is will be recorded. And as a result of that, either that same night or possibly the next morning, the viewer can go back to his TV set, to his all-purpose box, push the appropriate. And at this point, one or two things can happen. First of all, if I so decide, I can now order the goods which I decided to, on impulse, decide to order the night before. And I do this by picking up my telephone and placing it on the audio modem portion of my all-purpose box. I push the appropriate digital numbers on my keyboard, dial up an 800 number, which has been provided for that purpose by, say, Bank America, which sponsors this activity, and through which the ordering is done. And automatically, the tape recorder will start running. It will play back last night's recorded message, which contains all the necessary information in coded form, the time of day, the station, the product, details on the product if necessary, and a Bank America number for the viewer who is doing the ordering, of course. And all this zips out over the telephone line and is recorded at the other end by appropriate equipment, possibly by a computer-controlled machine. Alternately, what I can do is to push another code and play back last night's selection on the tape recorder, so as to give myself a chance to review what I thought I would like the night before. And then if I'm still in concurrence with last night's decision, of course, I go ahead and push the appropriate number, dial my 800 number on the telephone, and lo and behold, my order is placed in a rather painless way. We have thought of some safeguards for the system which make it a little less likely that Junior can dial the right numbers, and you'll find yourself with a $15,000 sailboat on your front lawn by Tuesday mornings, which is something that we must guard against, of course. But we think that the simplicity with which you can do your ordering consists basically of flicking a switch on a small box which is unattached, unencumbered, which you can carry in your pocket if you really wanted to, and thereby achieve total recall of what you thought you wanted the night before, make it extremely painless and totally mechanical to do the ordering. I think that's a powerful weapon which, in the hands of a credit company such as the Bank of America operation, should lead to a very successful combination of CATV, advertising, and impulse buying. And with that, I'd like to turn my hat around and become an announcer and demonstrate a facsimile commercial that utilizes all the mechanics of this new scheme, so that you can judge for yourself what its merits are.
Do you like candy like I do, even though it makes big holes in your teeth? You're not alone. Who hasn't got a sweet tooth? Would you believe that there's now a practical solution to get around the problem? General Electric has done it again with their new portable sweet tooth scrubber, the wonder of the ages. Next time you finish munching a delicious piece of candy, whip out your handy-dandy sweet tooth scrubber and take care of the problem. No fuss, no muss, no bother, no wires. Remember now, you can indulge that sweet tooth of yours without any problems by using GE's great new sweet tooth scrubber. Just dial 800-882-1000, 800-882-1000,